Hello and welcome to Nice and Blunt. Today's video is for Libra. That's the sign that came out of the deck. So tarot card reading for Libras in the month of April. All right, first card. We got the Emperor and Strength. Let's keep going through the deck. All right. Okay. All right. One last one. Okay, so first two, as I mentioned, were the Emperor and Strength. Then we had the Three of Swords reversed, followed by the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. And last three cards are Temperance, the Moon, and the Lovers. Okay, so a lot of major arcana here. Let's go through it one card at a time. Let's start at the top with that Emperor and Strength. I mean, it is Aries season, and the Emperor card does suggest Aries energy. The ideas that I connect with the Emperor are, I mean, let's just take a look at this card briefly. This old man that's sitting in this throne is definitely wise and understands how to win a war. You may lose a battle here or there, but by conserving your energy at the right time, executing in the right spots, and being perhaps brutal at the right moment, you can accumulate those wins. And on the throne of the Emperor are 4 rams in each of the corners, and rams are very assertive when it comes to the things that they're attacking. And so this came out with the Strength card together. They both flew out together. So this overall message may perhaps say that the time right now is to be on the move and to attack. And it may not really, you may have a little bit of doubts. But by doing this, you're able to step into your strength and claim that higher version of you that can handle this, that can make it through this on the other side. And the Strength card is kind of interesting and a bit apropos in this moment, because like this woman is clearly like friends with this lion. Like especially in this one, it's depicted as like licking her wrist, whereas some I've seen where she's like prying open the jaws. But the way I kind of interpret it more so is the lion recognizes that the two of them are equals, and she has a lot of grace and beauty in addition to her strength. But this is kind of more so where it can be derived from, like having a more pure energy and soul, one that is comforting to the lion, is another way of having this dominance over such a deadly animal. So while the Emperor kind of suggests a bit of ruthlessness, I feel like the Strength card doesn't necessarily lean into this, and especially for a Libra, there is a more heightened sense of beauty and poise and charm. So those two don't need to go together. If anything, this is kind of like a reinforcement of that notion. So whatever it is, this goal of yours that you want to conquer, that you want to accomplish, you got to be wise and move towards it with that strength and confidence, and it will work out. Let's see how we get there, though. Let's see what else is on the horizon. And the Three of Swords has to do with pain. It has to do with emotional pain. I mean, it's literally a heart with 3 daggers in it. However, when it's reversed, I always like to see it as enough time has passed where you are going to heal from these wounds. And whether you are like actively doing these things or just by the nature of life happening around you, things will give you that emotional fulfillment that take these swords out of the heart naturally. And I mean, literally, if you apply gravity to this like picture, they're able to fall out in this direction, whereas upright, they've been planted in this direction, and the handle of the swords is going to prevent it from ever falling out, whereas once it's flipped over, gravity can just take its course and the heart can finally heal. So that's the process that we're In the you know in the we're moving in that direction this month, Libra, and it sure is going to paint you in a very very nice light. I mean, the Nine of Pentacles is someone who has all of their needs pretty much taken care of, and in a long term success type of way, and they have a lot of grace as well. I mean, that's another theme that I'm sure Libras kind of want to embody, and when it comes to the wealth that this person has, it is in a renewable fashion. It's generational wealth. Like this woman has a vineyard, and this land is full of grapes. And so at some point these grapes will be harvested, and you can turn it into wine, and that's something that will retain and raise in value over the years. So, she may pass away, but some of the wine that she makes in this given year, hypothetically speaking, will pay dividends for her family, her children, decades from now when it is eventually sold. This type of idea. So have long term goals in mind. And if something isn't, bringing you any type of value, then, it's not really worth it. But this healing process is allowed to happen from this energy. Like, I feel like they're kind of tied to each other in a way. It's not like you aren't able to reach this before these come out. In my view, it seems like they're kind of one and the same. As you are stepping into this Nine of Pentacles energy, you are letting go of that pain because you are feeling much more complete, much more taken care of in a way that doesn't really rely on others. You know what I mean? Like obviously you have to do some work, yeah, on this vineyard, but it's not like somebody else is taking care of you. You have this on your own. So that is really really nice. Let's keep going. The Ace of Swords means that you're getting a new mind through this. There's an aspect of freshness with this. It's kind of coming out of nowhere, but the swords represent mental clarity and knowledge, and facts and truth. And so this idea um, is the ultimate realization of Libras. In fact, their card in the deck, let me find it, Justice, this card actually, um, they are not only wearing a crown, which would come with this sword on the top, but they're also holding a sword still. It's not just the balance of justice. On the other hand, there is also a sword that needs to be swung at appropriate times. So this is just a reinforcement of that strength, that sense of self, that identity that's really blossoming and coming into fruition here. But how do we manage that? How do we, work with that type of energy throughout the month? Because this is a heavy month of really strong conjunctions, powerful energy, and there is a eclipse happening at the end of the month. So first off, we have Temperance in this bottom row here, and Temperance has to do with gaining more enlightenment and kind of striving for that ultimate version that we're all kind of trying to improve and seek. However, in order to achieve this state that is represented by an angel, a more elevated version of ourselves, they have one foot on the ground and one foot in a pond in some water, and they really have to maintain balance, not only with their feet but also with their hands, because they're in the process of transferring liquid from one cup to the other. And there's definitely a balancing act that this person has to subscribe to in order for this ideal moment of enlightenment, represented by all of the rays coming out of their head. It's not easy. You can easily indulge in certain things, that like vices for instance, that make it more tricky to keep that poise and balance. Or you can also just neglect certain people, individuals, or yourself sometimes. That's definitely something that Libras can kind of struggle with from time to time. So there needs to be this kind of more overarching awareness that like an angel might have, from a higher perspective. So maintain your awareness. Try not to jump to any conclusions too much, and move at a steady pace, but keep your balance. And with this new mind, as you stick to facts and truth, the path will be illuminated. That's what this next card in the deck signifies, this moon card. And there is a very important date this month that ties in with the moon. So I want to say it's the 30th of this month. It might be a day or two off. But that might be the time when this all really, really comes together. And it's going to illuminate things that, we don't always want to see, things that are hidden from us. However, this card might not signify the eclipse. It might just have to do with the full moon specifically, because it is in your sign. Your opposite sign is Aries, and the full moon is on April 16th in the sign of Libra this month. And I think will be the perfect moment for all of this energy to come to fruition. I think these swords are gonna fall out. I think this new mind is really going to be, cemented into you. You're going to embody it, and you're going to really feel it, and you're going to have that balance maintained with your aggressiveness and your strength in order to maintain that poise and balance and that really ideal life situation that you're striving for. And what is the ultimate ending for this? It's your dream. I mean, Libras are all about their partnerships. That's really what, in a way, completes Libras. And the Lovers card suggests there could, what does that mean to you? So there's a lot to look forward to. There's a lot to be perhaps wary of. I mean, there is the snake and the forbidden fruit depicted in this image. So make of that what you will, and apply your logic where you see fit. But overall, this is a really, really good message for you, Libra. And I think everything's really going to culminate on that full moon. This is going to be a very strong full moon for you, more so than any other sign. But in general, this is a very heavy month. So good luck to you, Libra. And I hope this reading resonated with you and was helpful. And I hope you have a great day.